What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. This is Living in Grand Junction, Colorado. Today we're going to show you some more windshield time. We're going to give you a street level view of a super sweet neighborhood here in Fruita, Colorado, and we're going to do it right now. What is going on, everybody? I'm Robert Hayes, and along with my wife Christie, we are the Hayes Home Group right here in gorgeous Grand Junction, Colorado. Hey, if you are brand new to the channel and you just want to know everything about what it's like to work, live, play, eat, sleep here in Grand Junction, make sure you hit subscribe, tap the bell over there so you're notified every single time we post a new video. We're getting reach outs all the time from folks looking to move out this way, and we absolutely love it. So if that's you, or you have any questions about super sweet neighborhoods in Fruita or back in Grand Junction, then that information popping up below, reach out any way that you know how. Give us a phone call, shoot us a text, send us an email, even send the dang carrier pigeon. We've got your back days, nights, weekends when heading out here to Grand Junction. So we just did a video. We finished one up a week or two ago, and we had a couple of comments because I asked, what do you guys want to have us go shoot some video on? And we had a comment about golf courses, and then I think his name's Dave and Annie. They're thinking about moving out here pretty soon. He wanted more of these street level view, windshield time, super cool neighborhood tours. So we're going to do another one today and kind of kill two birds with one stone, as they say, and show you the golf course and a premier neighborhood here in Fruita. So let me get out. I'm actually at Dinosaur Hill right now. Cool hiking trail out here in Fruita. Right in front of us is Highway 340. So I make a right and I'm going into Fruita. I make a left and that's going to carry me through along the base of the Colorado National Monument, and that'll take us all the way into downtown Grand Junction in only about 10 minutes. But we're going to go right and we're going to head on into Fruita and check out Adobe Falls is the neighborhood we're going to go check out today. Gorgeous day today, Memorial Day. Hey, we want to pay honor to all the folks that served in our armed forces and paid the ultimate price. Christie and I have family members. We're military family. My dad was a chief warrant officer. Her brother was in the Army. Her dad is retired Air Force. My grandfather served in Pearl Harbor. So definitely want to pay our homage to those who, again, paid the ultimate price for our freedoms here. So that being said, we're heading into Fruita now. This is Highway 340, and look at those gorgeous book cliffs there off to the north. It's going to be like 82 degrees today. There is not a cloud in the sky. It's just absolutely gorgeous. We're going to head over the Colorado River right now, and it's flowing pretty dang good with that snow melt. You can see the sign right there, Colorado River. Probably can see some of the water too. Look at that. It's going real good today. So we had a video we did, geez, it must have been a year or two ago, about a neighborhood that's one of the premier neighborhoods here in out there in Grand Junction, I should say, about 10 minutes there to the east, called the Redlands Mesa Golf Course Community. And, homes in there, starting digit of probably a 9, lining the fairways. They've got the pool up there, the clubhouse, the restaurant. But there's another premier neighborhood out west here in Fruita called Adobe Falls, and we're certainly getting a lot of activity in this one neighborhood. Now, most of Fruita is going to be situated north of Interstate 70. Adobe Falls is actually south of the interstate, but it's still considered Fruita, but that's where Adobe Falls is located. So here's kind of, we're running into Fruita right now. You got a few little, you get your Taco Bells, your Dairy Queens, the Dinosaur Museum's right over here off to the left, and then of course you're gonna have roundabouts. They're all over, not just in Grand Junction, but in Fruita as well. And so you can actually go through these little side streets and go back around to the frontage road that we're going to go on, but I'll show you how you do it without making these little shortcuts. So here's roundabout number 1. Got some cool sculptures on these roundabouts. The city, Fruita and Grand Junction, do a super job of these nice sculptures they put on the roundabout. So there's roundabout 1. and we're coming up to roundabout 2, where you could either get on the interstate or you can take this frontage road, and that's what we're gonna do. So the first exit is the frontage road. Man, it's bright today. So there's Interstate 70, and it's a funny story. My sister came out a few years ago, and she had never been here, and she said, this is your freeway? Where's all the traffic? I don't see any cars. Well, that's pretty much how it is with the interstate here in Grand Junction. There's not a lot of traffic. There never is. But this is the frontage road, which is just going to be south of the interstate. And we're going to take this frontage road down to Adobe Falls. Now, there's some super sweet neighborhoods off to the right here that are going to be, high 300s. Maybe low 400s all through here. You got Heritage Park over here. And the super cool thing about Fruita that people sometimes don't realize is you have those gorgeous monument views out here in Fruita, just as you would in Grand Junction. So you don't have to, if you're looking for a smaller town feel, Fruita is only 11,000 people, but just because the population is only 11,000 doesn't mean you can't find some super sweet neighborhoods out this way. Again, the majority of Fruita is off there to the north, but this is all Fruita right through here as well. So you're just going to take this little frontage road. Again, there's never any traffic on any of the roads here in Grand Junction, of course. So it doesn't take you long at all, whether you're out here in this part of Fruita or even in the heart of Fruita, which again is to the north. You're still 10 minutes from downtown Grand Junction. So you're not far from all the, the big box stores, the mall, the Main Street Grand Junction, which is a little bigger than Fruita's Main Street. Fruita Main Street's only a couple of blocks long. Main Street Grand Junction is going to have about 7-8 blocks with a lot more shops, bars, restaurants. So it's not like oh geez, we got to drive all the way into Grand Junction. No, it's 10 minutes away. And again, the monument's right there as well. So I thought that was funny when my sister came out. Again, there's the interstate right there. That's Interstate 70. So if you're from, in Indianapolis or one of those towns where Interstate 70 runs through your city, it probably doesn't look like this when you're getting on the interstate. So here we go. This is going to be 18 and a half road off that frontage road coming in off Highway 340. Look at those views. This is Fruita. So you think Grand Junction's only the place you're going to get those monument views. It's right there. And we're going to come up on, and really this road here, 18 and a half road, the only traffic you're going to have is people going to and from Adobe Creek Golf Course. That's it. There's no, or they're living here in Adobe Falls. So let's go down to the golf course first, and I'll show you how close. There's Adobe Falls right there to the right. Now, apparently people are really in a hurry to get to their tee time because they've got the old portable radar detector up here. So there's a couple of guys golfing right now. So there's one of the fairways here, and we'll go down to the end. I'll show you the clubhouse, then we'll pop in here to Adobe Falls. Again, getting a lot of traction here because of not only the views of the National Monument right there, the homes themselves are just absolutely exquisite, and we'll get into that in just a second. I love this time of the morning. It's only about, 7:45 in the morning, and these views are just phenomenal with that, they call it alpenglow late in the day during sunset. I'm not sure what they call it this time of day in the morning, probably the same thing. Look at those views. So here's the golf course right here. I'm just going to spin around real quick. So there's the clubhouse right there, Adobe Creek, 27 holes, and it's just nothing with a cart, guys. Golf, just any of the golf courses. We have five golf courses, I want to say. The most expensive is going to be up at Redlands Mesa, about $75, and it's rated the best golf course community in Colorado. This, I think, is like $30 or $40. You got 27 holes. You can play all 27. You can play 9. You can play 18. With just a gorgeous course out here in Fruita, Adobe Creek. So if you want that golf course living, we've got a couple of clients in this neighborhood the last couple of years, and they just drive their golf cart to the golf course and they're done. Away they go. So if you want that living proximity to the golf course, you can do that easily here in Adobe Falls. So let's head in. I'll show you what these homes look like. Now, the homes themselves are all going to be, for the most part, on 1/3 of an acre. And you're looking at a starting price point of probably the high 7s. They're all going to be no older than 2-3 years old. It's a pretty new subdivision. Check these out. All over about 2,500 square feet, maybe some a little bit less than that, but not many. And they're going to be, again, about high 700s, 1/3 of an acre. Let's go down this way. I want to show you these views. Look at that. That's your backyard, the Colorado National Monument. Just absolutely gorgeous. And all of these homes are going to have those tile roofs, which is a pretty big deal if you're not needing, or wanting, I should say, to have to replace your shingle roof every 25, maybe you get 30 years, you're going to get 50 plus on these tile roofs. So that's just one expense that you're not going to have to contend with in Adobe Falls, because they all have these, you know, super sturdy tile roofs. So that's one maintenance item you're not going to have to worry about for quite a long time. Now, the other cool thing about, and as you guys know, if you've watched most of our videos, the irrigation is something that you're going to pay for through your HOA. You don't water your lawn, your flowers, your landscaping with city water. All of these neighborhoods, 90-something% anyway, here in Grand Junction and Fruita, have irrigation, and there's a lake, and I'll drive by it, that holds the water for your irrigation. And I got to show you this view. Look at that, guys. Colorado National Monument right there. In your HOA dues, going back to the water, and that covers the common area maintenance and your irrigation water, it's a few $100 a year, not per month, but per year. And that covers your water for your landscape, and there's a lot of xeriscape here in Grand Junction too, but you'll see some of these homes have some nice lawns as well, but that water's covered with your HOA dues. A lot of different builders through here as well, which is pretty common here in Grand Junction. So you'll have Alegria Homes. We know those folks that run Alegria, great folks. You'll have Doll Build Homes through here. So even though there's a theme that the HOA kind of wants all the homes to have certain things that look uniform, they certainly do not look exactly the same, which I think is cool. Where, you know, some neighborhoods, you've got one builder for 400 homes, and every single dang home looks exactly the same, and you have a little bit of variety here. So here you go. This guy's using his irrigation water, getting the lawn nice and greened up. It's going to be 82, like I said today. Gorgeous day. And I'll show you one of the homes that we went under contract on. Look at that view. So if you want that view living and you want to be out west, this is one of the premier neighborhoods to do that here in Adobe Falls. A lot of these homes, most I should say, you know, you get your 3 bedrooms, of course, minimum. 3 bed, 2 bath, 3 bed, 3 baths is pretty common, and I think there's even some 4 beds in here too. Boy, that sun is bright. I have to come out early because I got my GoPro sitting up here on the windshield, and if I go out any later in the day, the sun through the windshield just fries the GoPro, and it just starts going off and shutting down. And so we're out here a little bit early. So that house straight ahead, right there, they came, most of the folks in here are going to be from out of state, a good portion of them anyway, and so are these folks. They came in here from Texas, and we got that bad boy for in the mid 7s right in front there, and they were just off 18.5 road. I think that's why it wasn't in the high 7s, but again, the only traffic that you're going to have is the folks going to and from the golf course. So I'll have a car every, I don't know, 5 minutes maybe going by to the golf course there at Adobe Creek. There's still some lots available here, I think, in Adobe Falls, and we can certainly put you in touch with the builders. Most of the lots are owned by the builders at this point, so you can't just come in and say I want to buy a lot. No, the lots are already purchased. Like this one, Schaefer Construction owns this lot. And so we would get a hold of Schaefer. Hey, we got some clients that are looking to build, and we'll sit down and go over, what you're looking for as far as flooring and colors, appliances, those sorts of things. They're going to town on this one right here, build to suit. So there you go. Oftentimes we found, and you can go either way, that if you're looking to build, you generally right now are paying maybe a little bit more than a resale. And that's what we found for those clients. It was clients that had been here since the start of Adobe Falls, and then they had to relocate. And so you generally, it seems to me anyhow, based on the data and the experiences that we've had, you pay a little less on a resale than a new build. Food for thought, but we can do it either way. And we have plenty of folks that they have to have a new build. They don't want even a 2-year-old home, right? So just again, a gorgeous neighborhood, guys. Adobe Falls, probably one of the premier Fruita neighborhoods out west here in Grand Junction, with those gorgeous views of the monument. You've got the golf course right there. Price, now the median price in Redlands Mesa, we've talked about this, is well over $600,000, and there's some areas right up against the monument, Granite Falls, Canyon View, out there in the Redlands part of Grand Junction. You're looking at that $800 range, $900 in Redlands Mesa specifically. You're not going to pay that here. You're going to be a little less here in Adobe Falls and still get those gorgeous, gorgeous monument views. So there you go, guys. Adobe Falls out west here in Fruita. If it's something that you want to consider and didn't even think that these kind of neighborhoods were available out west here in Fruita, they absolutely are. All these have RV parking as well. I didn't fail to mention that. So if you got your toys, you got your RV, you got your boat, whatever it is, you have plenty of storage here as well in Adobe Falls. So again, guys, as much as we love doing these videos, we'd love nothing more than to absolutely crush your real estate goals and moving out this way. So the information popping back up below, reach out any way that you know how. Give us a phone call, shoot us a text, send us an email, even send the darn carrier pigeon. We've got your back days, nights, weekends when moving out here to Grand Junction. Until the next video, we'll catch you later.